My name is Monica Rodriguez, and I was a mess. Uh, I guess I can honestly say that I had it good growing up. Um, Came from a middle class family. My parents worked hard, and I just chose to do my own thing. Um, I hung out with the wrong crowd. I started doing the wrong things. When I was 18, I was out messing around and I got shot in my stomach, point blank. And, well, I died for 3 minutes. And um, I could have just not come back, but I believe at that time God had a plan for me, and I came back for a reason. But I guess I still didn't. I still continued to do my own thing. I was drinking, I was smoking, I was getting high. I was ripping and running the streets like it was nobody's business. Um, and I can sit here and say that I never really got caught up in the heavy drugs, which I didn't, but still, drugs is drugs. I was still in bondage. Um, I was still on drugs. Okay, so still doing my own thing. By then, I've already had 2 kids. I'm a single mom. I was working all day to make ends meet. I met my now husband, Fred, and I didn't think there was really anything wrong with me or what I was doing. Because compared to him, he was a mess. I thought I was good. I didn't think there was anything wrong with me. Well, we had a child. We weren't married. We moved to Phoenix. And I believe that it took my husband to hit rock bottom. And for me to realize that my life was a mess as well. I didn't give my life to Christ when he gave his life to Christ. I kind of was just along for the ride so that he wouldn't go back to who he was. I was still doing my own thing. But we got married after he gave his life to Christ. He knew we were living in sin. We got married. Came in, said we're getting married. We got married a week later. And then we moved back to Albuquerque. And it wasn't until I started going to Sandia and actually listening to what the pastor was saying about certain things. And I mean, it was really funny that Pastor Bain was up and he was talking about a whole bunch of stuff, smoking and just things that we shouldn't be doing. And I was just feeling the conviction. I mean, just truly feeling the conviction. And after service, I went to my husband. I said, "Why are you telling all my business, talking about me?" And it was just the conviction in my heart that I needed to change, that I needed to stop being along for the ride. Even though I had given my life to Christ, there was just something that I had a problem with forgiveness. I hated my husband. I hated him for a long time. I hated him for the things that he put me through before, and it was just some stuff, and I hated him for it. And I loved the Lord, but I still was not free. I still wasn't. I was still in bondage. And it wasn't until I forgave my husband after yelling at him and telling him I hated him, that I got it all out and told him why, that I knew I was free at that moment. And that the Lord had finally, or I had let the Lord completely overwhelm me, and really to start doing a work in my life. Because until I let go of that forgiveness, or let go of like unforgiveness of my husband and all that anger and hate that I had towards him, I couldn't be effective. I couldn't do anything until I let that go. And once I let that go, I was just on fire for the Lord. And now, I mean, I've always loved my husband, but I hated him. But now I just love him unconditionally. And I just love who he's become. And I praise God that he's just not that man anymore. Well, let's see. I finally realized that I needed to change my life. We were at service one day, and pastor was talking about selfishness and giving, just us stopping doing what we're doing, and the conviction, I mean, just was killing me at this point. And so finally I was like, okay, I gave my life to Christ, and I mean, my life hasn't been better. I stopped smoking cold turkey. I stopped drinking. I stopped everything. Everything that I was hiding, I just stopped doing. And the Lord helped me with that. And he's just amazing, because I know that without him, I wouldn't have been able to stop any of that, because that was, I felt that stuff is what I needed to calm my nerves, or whatever you want to call it. My excuses. God took away all of that, and I just give him praise because he was just awesome. And went to teen camp. I went to teen camp about 3 years ago, and the Lord I got my calling into ministry, and I didn't say anything right away, because that's not where my heart's desire was, but I knew that I needed to be obedient to what the Lord wanted me to do, because, I had to be obedient. I wanted to be CSI. I wanted to see dead bodies, solve crimes, and all that stuff. But the Lord had other plans, and I just give him praise and give him all the glory for everything that happened in my life, and giving me an awesome husband who is just in love with the Lord, and helps me with my walk in every day, even by being positive and telling me what I'm doing wrong and what I need to change, and even if I don't want to hear it. But I just thank him for my husband and my kids. He's just amazing. My heart is completely changed. I can see all that stuff that was messed up in my life has been. Okay, I guess that's. My name is Monica Rodriguez, and I am free.